are tonight the 10th anniversary of the Tivoli incursion and the later inquiry into why scores of people died. But first, Jamaica trending. Hi, I'm Debbie. Dancehall stars hit a career high point after hundreds of thousands tuned in for online playoff. Versus showcasing Beenie Man and Bounty Killer, a big boost for the veteran DJs. But Jamaican music perhaps the big winner.
Jamaicans still on a high after feel-good clash between legends of dancehall.
It's just one sit whenever they are so I just stroke myself.
Why come a road and not room and a rock? While you spread rumors about Shelly Sand.
Bounty vs. Beenie, the 12th installment in the wildly popular Instagram live series of online tune-for-tune square-offs initiated by platinum music producers Swiss Beats and Timbaland. Versus meant to lift spirits in the midst of the crippling effects of the coronavirus on the music business. The May 23 edition immediately hailed as the most exciting and entertaining yet, and a much-needed morale booster for corona-weary Jamaicans.
Batman, where the blacks come from Canton. Talk well if you make sure you jump in on me chest, you Mr. Punk. Welcome and to your next best. Wee, you see me.
Industry heavyweights from Rihanna, Missy Elliott, Buju Banton and Snoop Dogg to BET, Billboard and Rolling Stone tuning in to the action, which began with the playing of the national anthem. Before the two DJs, armed with an arsenal of dubs and supported by turntable wizards Kurt Riley and Richard D, got going. Beenie Man entering the arena with the reputation of being dancehall's top showman. But Bounty Killer animated and engaging throughout. More edgy joker than wicked warlord.
When them want sweet up, then call Beenie. When they want something beat up, call Bounty. Anyway.
Numerous forward moments, but a quick-thinking Beenie jumping in after Bounty's intro on a rhythm popularized by dancing African pallbearers was a standout. Rodney's expression of surprise, priceless. Bounty back on the beat fast before the doctor could pull up.
Well, Killoo, you mad man. Beenie Man a bad man. Killoo.
Great stuff. Also memorable, their hit-for-hit exchange on the Showtime rhythm.
Tell them say me don't know, say none of them no like it. Answer me that, for them can just be on me. None of them boy, they not bad like we. None of them boy, they not tough like we.
And no dancehall drama without cops as extras.
People, the police are here.
Who thankfully didn't hang around for long.
We have 500,000 people watching us right now all over the world. Do you want to be that guy? Do you want to be this guy?
Only thing missing, the peanut vendor. Hundreds of thousands logging on for the supercharged showdown, which has now been replayed countless times and memorialized in memes over and over.
You see the belly the way I'm in front of you, you need to take your diet seriously.
The era of COVID-19 dragging on, but on Saturday, May 23, everyone got a break and just had fun. Billboard keeping a scorecard throughout, but at the end, Jamaica the real winner. Along with Buju Banton and Shabba Ranks, Beenie Man and Bounty Killer the dominant DJs of 90s dancehall, dropping numerous hits whilst also exchanging barbed disses. But none of that playing out on Instagram Live. Both nearing 50, Bounty vs. Beenie now a career high point, a milestone reached.
This is one of the songs why I not have no visa and I can't leave you.
They've been prevented from traveling to the United States for many years. But after Saturday's visa-worthy performances, well, fingers crossed.
One more.
We love you, people.
The Versus IG Dancehall edition a win for Jamaica, but also for the platform. As for the clash itself, was there a winner? And does it matter?
King of the dancehall. Young God General.
God of the dancehall.
Bless.
King on God.
When you see something go viral in a particular region or a small locale, it's one thing. But when it is viral across the world, and it's not controversy, it's not global anger, it's global entertainment, and everybody's on the same vibe, it shows that something is going on. And when you look at the positive repercussions coming afterwards, Versus never had that many people following it. Yes, it was a big thing, but when you see it increase by over 600,000 followers, when you see Bounty and Beenie, who are legends in their own right, their own following increased by over 100,000 on Instagram, when you see 3.4 million views to this particular live stream, you know something was good.
Digital,
they only gave me a cell.
them never sell.
They only
Them
gave
never
me a
lock
cell.
you up.
They never
It never
sell out.
sell.
Even the telecommunications provider won in subsequent live streams when people are calling for Jamaican telecommunications. You know we won. We hit the jackpot this time.
I got killer.
Woman, you're living too dangerous for me.
Right now, what it does is it highlights the fact that you can stay relevant and make money potentially from online activity, from digital activity. And digital dancehall might be where we are going in the future. So because of social distancing, it reveals to Beenie and Bounty that do you really need a visa to quote unquote go on tour? Or do you really need a visa to demonstrate your pulling power? And so from that perspective, it just goes to show that yes, you can deliver bang for buck in the digital dance hall.
Well, tell you what me and you know say you want me. And then say good and you the kid I recommend it.
Marlena go on down. Me ain't no got nothing to put on down.
And I think the digital dancehall will gain life now because people without COVID would not have seen or done these things. And so now we're seeing their growing relevance. We're seeing that these men, even though they were in their quote unquote prime in the 90s and the noughties, what we're seeing now is that they are still delivering relevance. And they will continue to be relevant for years to come.
Jamaicans just felt lighter. They got a break from all the COVID drama. And it's a kind of nice, feel-good story. It's one of these stories that end happily.
It does. And when you have a Riri, and you have Diddy, and you have Snoop, and Busta, and Ashanti, and Ludacris, and DJ Khaled, and Janelle Monáe, and all of these other people, all at the same time glued to the same thing, saying essentially the same thing, that this is amazing what we're viewing, it elevates the conversation because these are social media influencers who you could not have paid enough money to do this, and they are doing it of their own volition. I don't think Versus will get any better than this.
And ultimately, did it really matter who won?
Well,
Billboard kept a scorecard.
Well, Billboard and CNN and other mainstream international media seemed to be using a particular metric that led them to believe that Beenie Man won. But I think authentic dancehall clash connoisseurs would more have sided with Bounty because they would be using a different yardstick. Bounty won if you're judging a clash as a dancehall clash, as opposed to a playing of international hits after hits. Bounty was absolutely victorious, in my opinion, because I'm looking at it as a clash of dancehall artists. He came to clash, He had more clash material. He had more clash intros. He was ready for it. And also Bounty won because it presented that fun side rather than just a cross, angry, miserable kind of Bounty. But Beenie Man's numbers post, I think, are going to be doing better than Bounty's.
Do you want to be that guy?
Did the cops actually show up? Were they there to potentially shut down the event?
There was absolutely no attempt by the police to shut down the event. I think what we saw was muscle memory or cognitive muscle memory, that it is so institutionalized in the minds of maybe Bounty Killer and Beenie Man.
Dancehall event equals cops.
Exactly. When cops turn off, it's time to go and negotiate or lament with the cops. So I don't know if Beenie Man meant to make it as big as it was, but do you want to be this guy? That whole thing, it was never about that. It was about just making sure everything was in order and everything was okay. And by virtue of the comment of the promoter, they were very professional in their conversations with her. So nothing to see there, but it did make for a very authentic dancehall experience.
And this we are in the 23rd day in May.
Where are you?
Hallelujah.
Bounty and Beenie back in the picture like they haven't been in a long time. People refocusing on 90s dancehall and why the golden age still resonates today.
90s giants looming large again. But how do they shape up on the global stage today?
King Beenie Man, king of the dancehall, but Beenie Man has always had a lot more response from the international audience because he has been more, I would say, palatable. He has been able to break across that barrier far better than Bounty Killer. Bounty Killer remains a hardcore Jamaican-centered DJ.
Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy?
And who remains locked within the confines of the Jamaican fraternity. Jamaicans love Bounty Killer hardcore, but Beenie Man was put in a different kind of framework, and he was able to cross over literally and symbolically to a North American audience, to a wider audience. So they know Beenie Man, and Beenie Man has the music out there on the different platforms, and so he is going to reap far more in terms of monetizing his brand, reaping rewards. But Bounty Killer is also going to reap, but not at the level of a Beenie Man.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good old fight.
So what are the immediate benefits of something like this?
Well, the immediate benefits are that Jamaica is trending again for something good. This is a positive trend. That Jamaican dancehall has gotten renewed interest. That Beenie Man and Bounty Killer's careers have gotten a renewal. And of course, Versus TV scored big with this one. They more than doubled their followership online. Instagram, at the start of it, they were 500,000. At the end of the event, they were 934,000. And now they're over 1 million. And so it's a good selling point, apparently, for particular types of activities. So we in Jamaica have to find out how to repackage, how to revive the product, and how to push it out there and get more eyes on it.
See a beer, she and me daughter, and she a tell them, Beenie Man and Bounty Killer, well, this a problem.